Let's now turn overseas to Ukraine, where President Volodymyr Zelensky just made a surprise visit to a children's hospital in Kyiv to visit orphans who lost their parents from the Russian bombings in Mariupol. Meanwhile, after meeting with the UN Secretary General in Moscow, Russian President Vladimir Putin agreed in principle to a plan to evacuate citizens from that steel plant in the port city. CBS's Chris Livesay reports tonight from Kyiv.
Putin continues to build up forces in Ukraine's east. But now, signs of Russian aggression moving west, starting with Ukraine's biggest port city of Odessa, the scene of recent missile strikes. The latest taking out a key bridge to Romania, a NATO ally.
This is Ukraine's last coastal stronghold. You lose this city and you lose this sea, and possibly the war.
Odessa is also on the way to Transnistria, the pro-Kremlin breakaway region of Moldova where Russian troops are based, and for 2 days the scene of mysterious explosions, including government locations. Moldova, ever more vulnerable to a possible Russian invasion, says the blasts were aimed at creating pretext for straining the security situation. In Moscow, state TV asked Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov about the threat of a nuclear World War III.
The
danger is serious, real, and we must not underestimate it, he said. In recent days, Russian missiles have repeatedly flown directly over Ukrainian nuclear facilities. Hardly the first brushes with disaster. Europe's biggest nuclear power plant in Zaporizhia was seized by Russian forces last month. Ukraine's nuclear power authority tells CBS News that it narrowly avoided a catastrophe unlike anything we've seen since the explosion in Chernobyl 36 years ago today. Early this morning, the sky was pitch black as survivors marked the anniversary in Slavutich, the nearby town built from scratch specifically for evacuees like Alexei, who worked at the reactor. We never could have expected such a disaster, he says, just as we never expected Russia's invasion of Ukraine. With the threat of shelling high, no light is allowed, save for these candles to honor the dead, now not for one tragedy, but for two.
And it's hard to overstate the risks Russia is taking. When we spoke to the head of Ukraine's nuclear energy program, he said he fears the people who would fire on nuclear facilities are the same kind of people who could fire nuclear weapons. Norah?
Chris Livesay in Ukraine, thank you.